the Jefferson County judge ordering all businesses in the county to make their customers wear masks. That order goes into effect tomorrow at noon. Find out why the judge is making this decision months into the pandemic.
Will this highly controversial statue remain here at Wise Park or be taken down? I'm Paige Hubbard with that answer coming up next.
And our rain chances definitely increasing as we work through the night.
Live from the KFDM studios, you're watching KFDM 6 News at 6.
Thank you for watching KFDM News at 6. I'm Greg Kerr.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. Tonight in the KFDM newsroom, we begin with breaking news. Greg?
That's right, Tiffany. Jefferson County Judge Jeff Brannick ordering all businesses in the county that provide goods and services to make their customers wear masks. KFDM's Angel San Juan joins us live now from the courthouse in downtown Beaumont. Angel, at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, Judge Brannick never made such a demand. Why is he doing it now?
Because, Greg, for now, nearly a month since the county reopened and the state of Texas reopened, just like we're seeing elsewhere in Texas, the number of COVID-19 cases here in Jefferson County is on the rise, and Judge Brannick does not want to have to shut down Jefferson County again. Judge Brannick says what's alarming is the impact the virus is having on the capacity of local hospitals and medical centers. Some, he says, are stable right now, but others are facing challenges already. That's why effective tomorrow and lasting a week, effective tomorrow at noon and lasting through June 30th, businesses in Jefferson County must make their customers wear masks inside the stores. If the business owner does not enforce mask wearing, then the owner could face a $1,000 fine. Judge Brannick says 2 weeks ago, the median age of those testing positive here in Jefferson County was 49. Now it's 43. He says that trend appears to show younger folks are making themselves more exposed to COVID-19. The order is only for a week. Judge Brannick hopes that time will help slow the spread of the virus.
We do not want to get to a point where we have to use surge capabilities to be bringing patients to other areas of the state if they're able to handle it, because the spike has been pretty much statewide.
And of course, the question a lot of people are asking tonight is how this will be enforced. Judge Brannick says it will be up to local law enforcement, sheriff's deputies, and city police departments. However, he's also counting on citizens, those customers in those stores. If they notice that the store is not complying with making everyone wear masks, he encouraged them to call his office, the Jefferson County Judge's office. That number is 835-8466. Reporting in downtown Beaumont, Angel San Juan, KFDM 6 News.
And tonight, Southeast Texans are reacting to Judge Brannick's order. We visited the retail district on East Tex near Dallin to find out what some of you are saying tonight.
I love it. I feel it's long overdue because of the spread, the increase, people not being tested, people needing to be tested. I really feel that it's mandatory because we all could be walking around being a carrier. We don't know.
I believe that it's time for us Texans to start looking at the bigger picture and to unite under one umbrella and say, hey, it's time for us to protect not only ourselves and our families, but for us to protect the community as a whole.
The Lone Star State hitting a milestone today that no one wants to celebrate. More than 5,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19. That is the most in a single day. Now, this comes after hitting that 4,000 confirmed case in a single day over the weekend. And in Beaumont, developing right now, COVID-19 numbers just in from the Beaumont Health Department, confirming that trend that concerns Judge Jeff Brannick. 25 new cases in the city of Beaumont. That raises the total to 754. A large majority of those cases are under 50 years old. Deaths remain at 25 tonight, with underlying health problems in all but one of those who died. The number of negative tests in the city, more than 3,200. And tonight we are learning that an employee of the Setma Medical Office building at 2929 Calder recently tested positive for COVID-19. A spokesperson for Steward Healthcare tells KFDM that employee was asymptomatic and didn't have any issues at the time, and they were taking a routine test when they tested positive. SETMA is contacting patients who recently visited those offices and may have had contact with that individual. Staff at the Calder location are also required to undergo testing as a precaution. SETMA offices at 2929 Calder were closed today for industrial cleaning and to ensure it is safe and ready for patients to return. All other SETMA facilities will remain open.
Storms are rolling across many areas in southeast Texas. How long will it last? Greg Bostwick joins us now with the first look at the forecast. Some pretty heavy storms, it looks like.
There are, especially in Tyler County. We'll take a look at those in a second. We have overcast conditions outside right now. Mid-County on 365, Do Good and Crown Electric, the sponsors there. A few breaks in the cloud cover. You can see up at Lumberton, a lot of clouds up there looking back toward Tyler County, up to the north, darker clouds there, sponsored by Do Good and Altus Lumberton Hospital. Woodville right now, it is raining almost 4 inches per hour. It is pouring up there right now. Over a half an inch of rain just in the last few minutes. 90 for the high in the market basket weather net, also sponsored by Sam Houston Electric Co-op. You can see that storm right over Woodville, heading up toward Comanille, also around Corrigan. More storms on the way later tonight. In fact, we expect a high coverage of rain by morning. Some heavy downpours. Will it end soon? We'll take a look in a few minutes.
And you sit here and try and justify.
Mayor, I'm going to call a point of order because I have not tried to justify. I have not called a point of order. All right, wait. Point of order. Wait. I'm not going to sit here and let him try to say I'm justifying that statute.
We're going to recess 10 minutes. We're going to recess.
Emotions running high at Beaumont City Council as two councilmen clashed on what they believe should be done with a controversial statue at Weiss Park. KFDM's Paige Hubbard was there and then joins me now in the studio. Paige, despite the verbal confrontation, council voted in favor of removing that statue.
Yes, Greg, that is correct. Councilmember Mike Getz and Odwin Samuel have been very vocal about this issue. Getz is the only council member who voted against removing it. Today, the men spoke passionately about how the city should address the ongoing matter. The session started out with Beaumont residents commenting on the issue, a majority of them agreeing the Confederate statue should be taken down, while some argued that if we remove one statue, we need to remove them all. Councilman Odwin Samuel placed the item on the agenda today. Councilman Getz asked Samuel to change his motion to allow for the language on the statue to be changed, but Samuel says that would not be acceptable, saying if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig, and changing the wording does not take away the pain the statue represents. We asked some of you for your comments.
We know the history, and they fought a losing battle, and it should be put in a museum, not out here.
You know, it's been here for over 100 years. Maybe we ought to let things low and talk about it. Have a discussion about it. Instead of having city council make a decision, let's have a discussion about it.
Today was just the first step. The statue will be stored, and another vote at a later time will decide how the city will move forward. It said it could cost about $15,000 for the removal. Tiffany?
Thanks, Paige. Tonight, you may want to check your hand sanitizer. That is the urgent warning tonight from the Food and Drug Administration. They say there could be a toxic chemical inside. KFDM's Rocio De La Fey reports why that chemical can be lethal and what you need to look for on that ingredient list.
When the COVID-19 pandemic hit the United States, Poison Control Center saw an uptick in calls due to dangerous mixtures of cleaning products. Now, the FDA is warning of methanol, a type of alcohol that has been found in several hand sanitizers, considered to be toxic when absorbed through the skin or ingested.
It should not be used as hand sanitizer at all, under no circumstances.
Methanol is a chemical commonly found in antifreeze and windshield washer fluid. Exposure to the toxic liquid can lead to serious health problems.
Nausea, vomiting, they are having blurry vision. They cannot concentrate, they are confused, or they are having seizures, or they cannot see at all. Abdominal pain or cramping, those are some symptoms of severe poisoning.
In severe cases, methanol can cause permanent nerve damage, blindness, and even death. But Dr. Vakar Ahmad says you don't need significant exposure to experience severe side effects.
The most lethal side effect we are worried about, which can happen with a very low dose, is a permanent loss of vision.
As the pandemic continues, consumers should check the ingredient lists on the back of hand sanitizers before they make their purchase.
It should say ethanol or ethyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, N-propyl alcohol, or something similar to that. It should never say methanol on it.
In Beaumont, Rocia De La Fe, KFDM 6 News.
If you have any questions on what you should use, we've posted a list of sanitizers to avoid. That's on our website, kfdm.com.